Hi guys, this is Daryl and welcome back to Sci-Fi Odyssey. Today we're diving deep into the most unique aliens in sci-fi lore. From time-bending linguists to mind-manifesting oceans, these creatures have challenged our understanding of life, intelligence and existence itself. From the pages of beloved novels to the farthest reaches of the cinematic galaxy, these aliens, with their originality and uniqueness, have left enduring legacies in the annals of science fiction. Each one is a testament to the limitless creativity of the human mind and invites us to ponder what lies beyond our blue skies and into the vast expanse of the beyond. First up are the Heptapods from Arrival. Featuring in the 2016 novel Arrival, which is based on the 1998 novella Story of Your Life by Ted Chiang. The heptapods are seven-limbed beings that bring humans a language that is more than just words. So what exactly makes them unique? Firstly, the heptapods perceive time non-linearly, experiencing past, present and future simultaneously. This aspect of their cognition allows them to have a different understanding of cause and effect. Their language is written in complex circular symbols, with entire sentences encapsulated in a single symbol. This language reflects their time perception, as it doesn't unfold linearly, but is understood in its entirety at once. They have a distinct appearance with 7 limbs, leading humans to nickname them heptapods. Their physiology is unlike any Earth-based life forms, with their limbs capable of precise and intricate movements necessary for their written language. Learning their language can rewire the human brain to perceive time as heptapods do, which is a central theme in Arrival. This has profound implications for human thought and consciousness. Their motivations for contacting humanity are deeply entwined with their perception of time and are not immediately apparent, leading to a narrative that unfolds in a complex, non-linear fashion. The heptapods' unique attributes and the way they influence human characters make them one of the most profound depictions of alien life in science fiction, especially in terms of their impact on human understanding of time and communication. Before we move on to number 2, I want to do a quick honourable mention: the Tralfamadorians from Slaughterhouse 5. The Tralfamadorians see every moment of time all at once. For them, life and death are just points on a timeline, a concept that's as terrifying as it is intriguing. For them, every event is preordained, every moment fixed in its place. The concept of free will, so cherished by humans, is irrelevant to them. They see the universe as a collection of moments, all equally significant and insignificant, and they accept each with a sense of detached equanimity. Next is the Solaris Ocean, a sentient sea with the uncanny ability to dredge up physical forms from the depths of human psyche. Direct from the pages of Stanisław Lem's 1969 sci-fi novel Solaris, the Solaris Ocean covers the entire surface of the planet Solaris, making it a single planet-encompassing organism, a rarity in science fiction where most life forms are portrayed on a much smaller scale. It's a sentient being, though its methods of communication are so alien that humans cannot determine whether it's truly trying to communicate or simply acting out of instinct or alien logic. The ocean can create physical manifestations called visitors that are often derived from the deep subconscious of the human researchers studying it. These visitors are incredibly detailed and seem to be exact replicas of human thoughts and memories, including deceased loved ones. The ocean defies human attempts at classification. It's neither a fully life form as we understand it, nor a geological or oceanic phenomenon. It challenges human characters in the novel to reconsider what they categorize as alive. The ocean's motives and the mechanisms by which it operates are largely inscrutable, leaving the humans to wonder if it's a godlike entity, a purely natural phenomenon, or something else entirely. The Solaris Ocean's uniqueness lies in its profound otherness. Its qualities are so far removed from the human experience that it forces characters and readers alike to question the very nature of consciousness and the possibility of truly understanding something that is entirely alien. At number 3, we have The Thing, an alien that can mimic organic life perfectly. The Thing, from John Carpenter's 1982 film of the same name, which is based on the novella Who Goes There by John W. Campbell Jr., stands out as a unique entity in the science fiction genre for various reasons. The thing's primary characteristics is its ability to assimilate and perfectly imitate any biological organism it comes into contact with, down to the cellular level. This includes replicating not just the appearance but also the behaviour and memories of its victims. Its ability to mimic creates an intense atmosphere of paranoia and distrust within the group of characters, as anyone could be the thing. This psychological aspect of the creature adds a layer of horror to its physical threat. The transformations it undergoes are grotesque and defy the laws of nature as we know them. The creature's biology, when revealed during transformations, is a horrifying amalgamation of the anatomies it has absorbed. The thing's origins are mysterious. It's an extraterrestrial with unknown motives beyond survival and replication, which adds to the fear and uncertainty it represents. It is incredibly hard to detect and destroy due to its cellular independence. Even a small part of the thing can regenerate and become a new, fully functioning organism. Unlike many other alien beings, the thing does not appear to have a central consciousness or hierarchy. Each part of it can act independently, making the concept of killing it ambiguous. The thing's combination of almost supernatural mimicry, along with its grotesque biological transformations and the psychological terror it inflicts, make it one of the most unique and memorable entities in science fiction and horror. Up next, the Pequeninos, or piggies, challenge our idea of life cycles and interspecies relations. Hailing from the pages of Orson Scott Card's 1986 sequel to Ender's Game, Speaker for the Dead, the Pequeninos, also known as the piggies, are unique for a variety of reasons that make them stand out in science fiction. Firstly, their life cycle is integral to their culture. They develop from a larval form into a sentient pig-like creature that ultimately merge with a tree upon their death, which then becomes a sentient part of the forest. The Pequeninos undergo 3 distinct life stages, starting as larvae, maturing into walking, talking beings, and finally being planted into the ground upon death to become father trees if male or mother trees if female, which are capable of giving birth to new larvae. They have a symbiotic relationship with the trees of their home planet, particularly the father trees, which are central to their communities and reproduction. They can communicate with father trees and other life forms on their planet through a process involving vibrations known as flath. The Pequeninos biology is closely tied to a deadly virus known as the Descalada, which is lethal to humans but integral to the life cycle of the Pequeninos, essentially shaping their evolution. Their life cycle represents complex ethical issues for the human colonists who are studying them. The act of helping a Pequenino mature by death, which is a respected and desired stage for them, is viewed as murder from a human perspective. Because of this, their interactions with humans and other species are laden with misunderstandings due to the vast differences in their biological imperatives and cultural norms. The Pequeninos' unique biological and social structures offer a profound exploration of life, death, and the interconnectedness of species within an ecosystem, making them a deeply original creation within the science fiction genre. Next is a creature with a similarly unique life cycle, the sandworms of Arrakis. Not just creatures, they're the cornerstone of the planet's entire culture and economy. The sandworms of Arrakis, also known as Shai-Hulud, from Frank Herbert's Dune series, have earned a place on this list for various reasons. Firstly, the sandworms are colossal creatures, often measuring hundreds of meters in length, dwarfing most other life forms. They are also central to the planet of Arrakis' ecosystem. The life cycle of the sandworms is tied to the production of the spice melange, which is the most valuable substance in the universe. The spice, which extends life, grants prescient vision, and is crucial for space navigation, is produced by the sandworms. The spice is formed as part of their biological processes. They travel through the deep sands of Arrakis, able to swim through the desert, and are attracted to rhythmic vibrations on the surface. They have an extreme aversion to water, which is fatal to them in large quantities. This is particularly noteworthy given that water is a life-sustaining substance for most known organisms. Their bodies are also the source of other valuable materials to the Fremen, such as the teeth used to make the Fremen's traditional crysknives. The Fremen have mastered the dangerous art of riding the sandworms, using them for transport across the harsh desert landscape of Arrakis. Their activities also shape the geography and the very climate of the planet. They are essentially the architects of the planet's sand dunes. These characteristics make the sandworms of Arrakis a unique and iconic element of the Dune universe, symbolising the interconnection between ecology, economy, and culture. Next, let's discover Leviathans, living spaceships that redefine space travel. The Leviathans from the 1999 sci-fi TV show Farscape are unique for several reasons. Leviathans are living spaceships, which is a concept not commonly found in science fiction. They are fully sentient and capable of forming bonds with their passengers. They share a symbiotic relationship with a species known as pilots, who can physically connect with the Leviathan's nervous system and communicate on behalf of the ship. Leviathans are part of a biomechanoid category, meaning they are a blend of organic life and mechanical technology. Their systems and processes are biological in nature rather than the traditional metal and electronics of most spacecraft. They possess the unique ability to perform a starburst, which allows them to travel faster than light in a way that is unpredictable, making them hard to track or capture. They're also capable of reproducing on their own, giving birth to new ships. These offspring can inherit traits from their parent, making each Leviathan unique. The interior of a Leviathan can reconfigure itself to meet the needs of its inhabitants, growing new rooms or changing its layout, and they have regenerative capabilities, able to heal themselves from damage over time, much like a living organism would heal a wound. These characteristics not only make Leviathans unique in the realm of science fiction, but they also give them a special place in the hearts of fans as characters with their own personalities and stories, rather than just as vessels for other characters' adventures. Next, we have the iconic Crystalline Entity from Star Trek: The Next Generation. The Crystalline Entity stands out as a unique entity in the realm of sci-fi for several reasons. Firstly, unlike most life forms in the Star Trek universe and science fiction at large, which are carbon-based, the Crystalline Entity is a silicon-based life form, which is a rarity. It has a distinctive appearance resembling a large snowflake-like structure composed entirely of crystalline material. Its form is both beautiful and formidable, and unlike most biological creatures, it does not have a discernible front, back, or limbs. The entity feeds by absorbing energy from life forms, often leaving planets completely devoid of life. This method of sustenance is unique and terrifying, as it consumes both plant and animal matter, essentially sterilizing entire ecosystems. The entity is capable of communication, though it's not understood until a scientist learns how to interpret its signals, showing that it has a form of intelligence. There is a lot that remains unknown about the Crystalline Entity, such as its origins, its purpose, and whether it is a solitary being or part of a larger species. Encounters with the Crystalline Entity raise ethical questions within the Star Trek universe, such as the rights of a non-humanoid life form and the morality of destroying an intelligent entity simply because its method of feeding is harmful to other life forms. The Crystalline Entity's uniqueness is underscored by its non-traditional life form characteristics, posing challenges and moral dilemmas to the characters in Next Gen. It's a prime example of science fiction's ability to imagine life in many different and complex forms. At number 7, we have a personal favourite of mine, the Tynes, which represent a fascinating concept of collective existence. The Tynes from Vernor Vinge's 1992 sci-fi novel A Fire Upon the Deep are unique for several reasons that distinguish them from other alien species in sci-fi. Firstly, the Tynes do not possess individual intelligence in their singular forms. Instead, they become sentient when grouped in packs. An individual Tyne is like a single neuron of a brain, contributing to intelligence only when part of the pack. Their communication relies on complex harmonies and ultrasonic frequencies. Each member of a Tyne pack contributes to these harmonies, which form the basis of their collective thought process. The identity and consciousness of a Tyne pack can change with the addition or subtraction of members, leading to fluid and dynamic personalities and knowledge bases. Tyne society is rich and complex, with their pack-based intelligence leading to unique social structures and political systems that are unlike the individual-based societies common in human experience. Despite the seeming primitiveness of being canine-like creatures, the Tynes have adapted technology to their needs and capabilities. When a pack member dies, it can be replaced, and the pack retains the memories, effectively allowing Tynes to achieve a form of immortality through this reincarnation. A Tine's intelligence and survival are directly dependent on the integrity of its pack, with isolation being equivalent to a severe cognitive impairment or even death. The lifespan of a Tine pack can be much longer than that of individual members, with the community of the pack's identity and memories outliving the biological life of any single member. The Tine's form of collective intelligence and their societal implications provide a thought-provoking exploration of consciousness and identity, making them one of the most distinctive alien species in science fiction literature. Next is an alien that defies visual comprehension, known as the Colour. The Colour derives from The Colour Out of Space, a 1927 short story written by H.P. Lovecraft. This entity deserves a place on this list for several reasons. The entity, often referred to as the Colour, is described as a colour unseen by humans before, suggesting it exists in a spectrum beyond human perception. This defies the typical human understanding of colour, making the entity inherently alien and incomprehensible. Unlike many alien depicted in sci-fi, the Colour does not have solid or stable physical form, adding to its elusiveness and making it difficult to combat or contain. Its presence is malign in a subtle and gradual way. It doesn't attack in a conventional sense, but rather leeches life and vitality from its surroundings, causing a slow decay and mutation of the environment and living beings. The land around where the Colour lands becomes blasted heath, a place where nothing normal can grow, and the landscape becomes twisted and poisoned, a reflection of the entity's alienness. It instills a sense of dread and madness in those who come into contact with it, reflecting Lovecraft's theme of the unknown and unknowable horrors that lie beyond the edges of human understanding. It's unclear whether the Colour is a conscious being with intent, or merely a force of nature from its extraterrestrial origin, adding to the mystery and fear surrounding it. But its effect on the environment and people is irreversible and stains the land for generations, hinting at a long-lasting and possibly permanent alteration of reality where it resides. There is no communication or interaction with the Colour. Its presence is entirely one-sided in its effects on the world, unlike more conventional extraterrestrial encounters in science fiction. The Colour stands as a unique and unsettling representation of alien life, emphasising the theme of cosmic horror and insignificance of humanity in the face of the vast unknown universe that Lovecraft's work is renowned for. Last on this list, we have the Photino Birds, beings of dark matter that operate on physics that's not just alien to us, but it's alien to the entire universe. From Stephen Baxter's Zeely sequence series, the Photino Birds are among the most unique aliens in sci-fi lore. They're composed of dark matter, which makes them fundamentally different from baryonic matter-based lifeforms like humans. Their dark matter nature means they don't interact with normal matter or light in the usual way, rendering them nearly invisible and intangible to us. They're not just passive inhabitants of the universe, but actively seek to change the structure of stars to better suit their needs for dark matter environments. This in turn has catastrophic effects on baryonic life. Photino birds have lifespans as long as the universe itself, and their actions have a profound impact on its structure and evolution. They are at odds with the Zeely, another incredibly advanced alien species, because their alterations to stars disrupt the Zeely's habitat. The physics that govern their existence is so alien that human science can barely comprehend it, let alone detect their presence directly. Their interaction with the universe is through gravity, as this is the only force that affects both dark and baryonic matter, making their manipulation of cosmic structures incredibly subtle, yet powerful. In the Zeely sequence, Photino birds serve as the ultimate antagonists, not out of malice but simply because their needs for survival are fundamentally incompatible with the conditions required for life as we know it. Photino birds are an alien species that is not just biological or culturally different, but made of entirely different fundamental particles, representing a concept that challenges the very notions of life and existence in the cosmos. These are just glimpses into the imaginative expanse of science fiction. Each alien challenges our paradigms, asking us to think beyond our terrestrial experiences. So what do you think makes an alien truly unique? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this cosmic journey, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more interstellar content. Until next time. Thanks so much for watching. If you're craving an extraordinary journey through realms unexplored, consider delving into universes directly out of my brain by checking out my sci-fi novels Black Milk and Delphine Descends. You can find more details in the description. Thanks for your support.